A pop queen returns. A pop princess in the making. An EDM king returns to his throne, although he doesn't want to leave the kingdom. It sounds like an episode of Game of Thrones, but it's not. Find out what I'm talking about next on Fresh Pick Mondays, presented by Nuvea Snacks. This music brings me inner peace. All right, I'm all good. Hey everybody, Jim Shear filling in for Ellie Lee this week, and welcome to another episode of Fresh Pick Mondays presented by Nuvea Snacks. Today, I am going to break down the freshest topics in music with my panel of pop culture and music experts. Yes. To my right, radio host for WGCI in Chicago, an iHeartMedia radio station. You can catch his show Saturday and Sunday, 2 to 6 p.m., Trey White.
What's up?
Welcome, Trey.
What's up?
We got to do this quick because he has to catch a flight back to Chicago.
I got to get out of here.
To my left, entertainment editor at iHeartRadio, music writer, and a person who plays a lethal game of music trivia, Nicole Mastrogiannis.
Come at me.
No, listen, I saw her in a music trivia game, and she outlasted a legendary writer at Rolling Stone magazine.
Had me sweating.
Right. She was like, I was a little nervous.
You outlasted him. You've got game.
I know. I mean.
And then to my far left, writer, storyteller, playwright, and model, Cyrus Aaron.
Yeah, I'm back. This is number 4.
Last week, I was in a major store, and there are pictures of you in this store. So you are a legit model.
I am.
Yeah.
Although I paid them to put me in the store, but that's another story.
All right. I thought you looked good.
Thank you.
All right. So we're going to break down the freshest topics in music.
Yes.
Our first topic, Kesha. She is back. On Friday, she released her brand new album called Rainbow. It's her first album in 5 years. As the world knows, she's been going through some legal dramas with Dr. Luke. She's back. She has an album out. How do you guys feel about it?
I think this is her quintessential album. Like
you think so?
Every artist wants to have that honest work, something that they're proud of, something they can look back on 10 years from now and say, you know what, all of me is in that piece. And I think Rainbow is that for Kesha.
Yeah. You can feel all of her emotions in every one of the songs, and I get why she called it Rainbow. A rainbow is made up of all these different colors. They're all different, and all of the songs are so different. I mean, you have rock influence, you have some death metal on there, you have some country influence. That Dolly Parton song.
Dolly Parton's on the album.
I had goosebumps. If that doesn't make it to country radio, I'll be really upset.
Well, yeah, you've got Dolly Parton, you've got Eagles of Death Metal, and then you've got the horn section from the Dap Kings.
And you have even some dance. That song Boots was kind of dancey to me. You have everything on there. And even the opening of the song, that song Faster, it's like she just went at you.
She's going for all her foes.
She's going for anyone who's wronged her. So I don't know. I really enjoyed listening to it.
Because for a while it felt like we weren't going to get another album from her. Yeah. She wanted to be released from her record label, and then all in all what happened is Dr. Luke he was no longer the CEO of Kemosabe Records. This album comes out on Kemosabe Records. She's back, she has singles, she's going to tour. So it seems like things are back on track for Kesha.
Yeah, and I love the song Praying. I mean, I just think that the emotion, like you said, the emotion when she sings it, you can actually feel it, and then I envision her in the studio. I feel like she was probably crying, going through the emotions. You can definitely tell within that song that she just belted out, and that's what I really appreciate from her.
It really shows off her vocal range.
Yeah, and it does, shows off her vocal range. Definitely.
And one of the things that, it's so funny, you said that you feel like you could feel it, her in the studio, she's probably crying. Like, I love throughout the album, like, she's left in those little, like, laughing.
The giggles?
Or after one song, some dude in the studio went, hell yeah, and I was like, yeah, agree, hell yeah. So I appreciate that she did that.
Yeah, and I'm excited she's going to perform at the festival this year. So that's another thing. I think this is going to be her comeback moment, and I'm just excited for her, and just all that legal stuff to be over with, moving on, and she didn't let it hold her down.
Well, it's still not over yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, still because now she's in a defamation suit with Dr. Luke.
I'm interested to see her tour, how it's gonna be, because I've seen her live a couple of times, and several times at our own events. She performed with Joan Jett at our festival one year. She performed at our pool party in Miami one year, and I saw her at Roseland Ballroom here in New York City, R.I.P. It was one of my favorite venues.
I know, yeah.
But I'll never forget that show. She had people running around in costume on stage, and I won't say what they were dressed as, but I mean, she was obviously in a much different place back then. So
Yeah.
I think every fan, they'll know the words to the entire album at her shows.
Yeah.
Because this is one of those albums where each song can speak to you as a listener, and it speaks to the underdogs. And I think everybody at some point in their life, they feel like, you know what, this might not have been my year, this might not have been my season, but I can lean on an album like Rainbow and, you know, see the color or the brightness of it all. So, yeah.
And once again, she is performing at the iHeartRadio Music Festival in September.
Yes.
So let us know what you think. Comment on Facebook, tweet us, use the hashtag FreshPickMondays. Because if you don't use a hashtag, that conversation gets lost in the ether, baby. All right, so up next.
What we got?
Camila Cabello.
Yes.
She gave us two brand new singles last week.
Yes.
We've got Havana featuring Young Thug. Shout out to Cuba. That's where she's from. And OMG featuring
Quavo.
It's the summer of Quavo.
The summer of Quavo.
Yeah.
We got to rename the Migos to just Amigo. Right. The lone Migo. And does he share his feature pay with the rest of the group?
Right.
I mean, this dude's on everyone's music. Everybody.
Quavo featuring the other two members.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, for those that don't know, Camila Cabello used to be in Fifth Harmony. She's going to release her debut album, The Hurting, The Healing, The Loving, on September 22nd. This song, Havana, I freaking love it.
Oh, yeah, me too.
I do too.
I downloaded it immediately after I heard it. Yes, I still download music.
So do I. So
See?
do I.
Thank you. Right.
Give love back to those artists.
They appreciate it.
They appreciate it.
I love the album. I love the song, especially Havana, because you can definitely feel where she's from with it. You can feel that Miami, Cuban type vibe with it. And it has that old salsa type feel to it. And I'm not really a fan of Young Thug, but I like the fact that he's on the record, and I love the Quavo record as well.
See, I actually prefer Young Thug to not be on the song.
Okay.
I don't think he has.
He doesn't
anything.
need to be on the song.
He doesn't need to be on there. I think it's fine just the way that it is. Her being Cuban born, like having that traditional Cuban flair and style, I think it works just without him. Because I'm like, wait, what?
So on September 22nd, when The Hurting, The Healing, and The Loving comes out, is Camila Cabello going to be a giant pop star? Are we gonna speak her name in the same breath as Ariana Grande and Selena Gomez? You don't think so?
Yeah, it's
too
too
soon.
I feel like it might be too soon, but
Yeah.
I feel like she has such a large fan base from Fifth Harmony.
Right.
Yeah.
I like her first two releases, but I loved these two that she put out. I love when an artist connects to their where they come from. So I enjoyed this from her. And OMG, I was OMGing in my seat. Like I love that song.
It's a
The bassline's nice in that song.
It's a pregame tune.
So I have a Quavo question. Because it is the summer of Quavo.
Yes.
Because he is on his nth feature this summer, would you rather have Quavo do your first feature or your 10th feature? Because you figure he's probably really warmed up right now.
True.
He's probably really good at dropping a feature.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Or is it too late? Has he already done too many features?
No, I think
He can keep doing it?
He can continue being bad and bougie and just showing up and getting on everybody's track. Absolutely.
I think artists these days, they have these waves. So, I mean, he's on every song now, and then next year is going to be somebody else, and the next year. But I think at the moment right now, he's just taking advantage of it and just flowing with it. And then you asked the question, you know, are we going to ask about Camila with Ariana Grande and all these other pop stars? I think of like Rihanna, because when Rihanna first came out, she was kind of under the radar, but she was consistent. And she just got to this big success now. So I think that's what's gonna happen with her.
And OMG kind of feels like a Rihanna tune.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
she
has that
sounded
Rihanna vibe,
like
the
Rihanna on
attitude
there.
that Rihanna brings on.
Yeah.
She's only 20. Camila's only 20 years
has
old.
time.
So she's got a lot of potential.
Yeah.
So let us know what you think. Hashtag FreshPickMondays. Tweet us or comment on Facebook. Up next, Pink, a pop queen. She's back. She dropped her first album in the year 2000. Pink hasn't dropped an album since 2012, Truth About Love, but we will get Beautiful Trauma in October. Have you heard the single, What About Us?
I have,
Yes.
and I really like it, but it doesn't
There's a
sound.
but?
No, I really like
Okay.
it. I love it. But it
Sorry to cut
doesn't.
you off.
It doesn't sound like the Pink that I know. Like, it was very kind of almost dancey to me, kind of subdued. Like, I love the piano melody, but like it's not Pink like pop rock.
So you wanted guitars in that song?
Right.
I mean, I don't know if I wanted it necessarily. I like that she's stepping out of what we're normally used to hearing from her, but it's just different from what I've heard from her. But I like it, and if this is the direction she's going in, I'm in.
So
Cyrus?
I think Pink always has a rally song, right? I think she always has an anthem. She always gives you those belting notes. You know, she always gives you that variety too. But this is like for everybody. This is like Trump era music, right? Where like you need to speak to the people. You need to have something that we can all like stand together in unison with. And I love it. I really enjoy it.
Trey?
I agree. I think Pink is very consistent with her music. She doesn't really step too far out the box. I feel like from the beginning when she first came out, it's totally different than how she sounds now.
Yeah.
But I will say that I appreciate the new song. Yeah.
She
I
kind
like Pink.
of she kind of reminds me of the female Coldplay now.
Yeah.
Because I feel like big guitars could happen, but they don't need to
Right,
happen.
right.
And I always thought that Pink sounded a lot like Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah.
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 They remind me of each other.
Yeah, just different.
Like
just
you
different
could swap
lanes.
out their
You
songs.
could. Yeah, you absolutely could.
So, but where does Pink fit in today's pop landscape? If you're a 16-year-old kid, are you going to listen to What About Us from Pink?
I think so.
You think
I think
so?
so. I mean, she
They
connect-
respect her? Do they know Pink?
They should.
The question is, do
16-year-old
they
kid?
know? Right. The question is, do they know Pink? But I think this falls right in line with a lot of music that we are hearing. It's just like it's louder than the art, right? And just you want to, these big, loud, belting notes. Like I said, I just see a mass of people. This may be a commercial tune to where you see it on advertisements, just because it has this like camaraderie feel to it.
Because Jamela was saying a couple weeks ago, she was shouting out Mary J. Blige, and I thought, you know what, Pink, she kind of does have that card. Like she can be a little older, but she gets respect in the pop game.
Yeah.
And I know in the last few years, whenever she's performed on TV, she's done that acrobatic stuff.
Now that,
I want to see her perform on stage.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
over the
it's so
Cirque du
cool.
Soleil
Yeah,
stuff.
I think it's gonna happen on this.
Yeah.
with this
You think?
song.
No, it's
I
so
got a
cool
feeling.
though. It's so
No, it's cool.
I love every time she does it. I'm just like, how are you doing
Well,
that?
see, my
Like, why
thing,
can't
I
you
was
even
I'm
walk
kind of
up?
tired of it.
I am too.
Yeah.
How many times have we
Yeah.
seen it?
Yeah.
I'm exhausted with it, but I do think we're gonna see it for
I
this
don't
song.
think I'm tired.
Just
of
because she
it.
can do it doesn't mean she has to continue to do it.
No, I want her to. I can't do that.
I mean,
always
you can destroy
appreciate
people in a
when-
game of trivia, but you don't have to do it every day.
I mean,
You don't have to do it today.
I mean, how many times is she gonna flip? Like we see you flip.
She can
all the
flip.
time. Yeah, we can.
She can
we
flip.
she's having a great time. Let her be.
All right. Tweet us or comment on Facebook. Use the hashtag FreshPickMondays. Should Pink continue to do flips?
My vote is yes.
I say no. But continue to sing. So up next, Arcade Fire, who just performed Lollapalooza in your
Yes,
hometown. Did you
yes.
catch the set?
I didn't, but I heard he did an amazing
Come on,
job.
Trey.
Yeah, it was too far. I didn't feel like walking.
No, Trey, I asked Trey before the show, I said, how many sets did you catch at Lollapalooza? And he's like, there's a lot of walking.
Yeah, it's too much walking.
No, it
And
is.
it was
It's
hot.
a big park.
Yeah, it is.
Grand Park is long.
Yeah, it is.
Who did you catch at Lollapalooza, by the way?
I saw Big Sean, a little bit of him, Chance the Rapper,
How
Ellie
was that?
Goulding. Chance was
The
amazing.
hometown show.
Yeah, he definitely. Me being from Chicago and seeing just somebody from Chicago,
Yeah.
from the South Side, an inner city guy, just perform for thousands of people. I thought it was amazing.
Oh, are
I'm
you
so
guys?
happy for him.
Are you guys buddies
from
now?
Chicago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're both from Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah, got that alliance now.
Did you find a common friend?
Not yet.
Not
We got to roll through the phone book and
Oh, by the end of Fresh Pick Mondays, presented by Nuvea Snacks, you should find a common friend.
Oh yeah, we are.
All right, well, let's talk Arcade Fire. Their brand new album is called Everything Now. It's their third consecutive #1 album.
Really?
They played Lollapalooza, and they're probably the consistent rock band going today.
Yeah.
But I want to know, what do you guys think of Arcade Fire? Because I've always loved them. I've always respected them. But once again, I always take it back to the kids. if you're an 18-year-old kid who's stuck on your cell phone, are you into Arcade Fire? Or is it sort of a critics band? Although it can't be if they've already put out their third straight #1 album.
Someone's listening.
Right? Are you listening? Cyrus?
I'm aware of Arcade Fire. The name is always, running across something.
So you know the
strange.
brand.
I
Yeah.
know the brand. Some of the tunes, it's fun, it's eclectic, can be a bit strange. Yeah, I mean, it's...
2010, they
was-
won Album of the Year at the Grammys.
It's like mall music. I don't know if I can say
Really?
that. In the
Yeah.
sense where not like their music
I've never
is
heard
a
that
metaphor
before.
for the
I've
mall,
heard
right?
that.
You go,
I kinda
you go
like
to the
it.
mall, you know what you like, but you may still go into another store, right?
Okay.
Because you know you have the intention, but you may try something
Metaphor.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah, metaphor.
Yeah.
Right?
That's why you're a playwright.
This is
Yeah.
why I'm a writer. So it's like mall music where there's something for everybody. You just have to like pop in and see what it is that you like. And you know, one size may fit all, maybe not. But it's good.
So Nicole, if you're at a festival and you see Arcade Fire, if you see their name on the bill, will you go see the set?
I think so because I think I would rather watch this band perform their music than listen to
Well,
it
they're a
on
great
the
live
radio.
band.
I've seen them perform like on TV a couple of times.
Right.
Just recently, they played on a late show, one of the late shows, and they were great. And I listened to this whole album, and there were a couple of songs that I liked, and some that not that I didn't like, but that
Okay.
weren't really my cup of tea. So, I mean, I think they make great music.
Yeah, but they're not an instantaneous band.
They're not an instantaneous.
Yeah.
Like if you listen to them right away, you're like, this is my favorite band in the
Yeah.
world. It has to grow in you a little bit.
Yeah.
I just want to let the world know that Arcade Fire, currently supporting their brand new album, Everything Now, their third straight #1 album. On to Brett Eldridge,
Drum roll.
Nicole's boyfriend. I didn't know you guys were going out.
heartbeat.
I don't think he knows we're going.
So his new album, it's self-titled. His current single, Something I'm Good At. Now you've listened to the song, I'm sure.
I listened to this whole
He
album.
talks himself down in the entire song,
Yeah.
but he is good at making ladies smile, just like Nicole.
Her heart stopped.
Yeah.
I felt it.
You felt that
felt-
pitter
Okay,
felt
so
the
for those that don't know, explain, break down Brett Eldridge. What is his charm?
He's just a charming guy overall. I mean, yes, he's very good looking, but if you ever meet him, he's just so down to earth and just, I mean, if you follow him on Snapchat or if you don't follow him on Snapchat, please go do it. Like, you will not be disappointed. He creates some of these like alter egos that he does. He's just funny. He's so funny. He made me laugh. I actually got the pleasure of speaking with him this week about his new album, and he was just really passionate about this project. He said that this album, he wants this to be his big career album. This is the most truthful album that he's put out, and he recorded it in a literal castle.
Wow.
It's a studio called The Castle just outside of Nashville, and he worked with some songwriters that he'd never worked with before and who aren't really that big yet, and he's worked with, people he has worked with before, so he really put a lot of himself into this album.
Those
He's
are
really
big
proud of
words.
it.
Yeah.
Big career album.
Yeah,
You think it's it?
I really liked it a lot. There are a lot of different songs on this album that I was like, this is so sweet, or this is fun, or ooh.
Right. So he took you through emotions.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trey, are you sold?
I'm sold. I mean,
Okay, that was good.
I can see the glisten in your
Oh,
eye.
I love Brett.
All right, so let us know what you think. Hashtag Fresh Pick Mondays, tweet or comment on Facebook. And if you haven't checked out Brett Eldridge,
Please go do
hopefully Nicole sold
Yes.
you on him.
Right.
So up next,
Who's next?
Avicii just released a brand new EP
Yes.
called Avicii?
One of my
Because
favorites.
his name is
Is
Avicii.
Uh-huh.
The EP is spelled Avici. Last year, Avicii announced that he was retiring from touring, but that doesn't mean he's stopping. He's not making
Right.
music anymore. So he just dropped a 6-song EP. I like it.
He's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I followed him from the very beginning. I've seen him in every type of setting you can think of, a beach bar, a club. I saw him at Radio City, a festival.
Well, you're not going to see him anymore.
I know. So
unfortunately.
when he announced that, my heart broke. I was like, are you kidding? Like, I love going to your shows.
It would have been tragic though if he just flat out retired.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
At least he's
Completely.
making music
Yeah.
still.
But I was happy to hear that he was like, that doesn't mean I'm going to stop making music. So I was beside myself when he said that. I was like, yes. And then I love this EP. I love it a lot.
But it's crazy when you listen to it, you think he doesn't need to play live. You could just give the record to a DJ, slaps it on somewhere in Ibiza, and the
Right.
crowd will go nuts.
Yeah.
It's true.
Which brings up an interesting question. I've been thinking about it this week. When are we going to start franchising DJs? Because you know there's Deadmau5 and there's Marshmello, the guy that wears the marshmallow on his head. Why can't Marshmello play in 5 different countries at once? Like have 5 different people dress up as Marshmallow. Or have 5 Aviciis. Like have Avicii give them a stack of vinyl, say, you play Spain, you play Italy, you play Chicago, go. You think that's a good idea?
You would never know it's not
You're right.
Marshmallow because he's never taken his marshmallow head off.
Right.
And he makes a point to not do that because he wants to just remain just Marshmallow.
You're a creative storyteller. Do you like that idea? Franchising DJs?
Do you want to make some coin off of it?
I don't have no. I just. I mean, we could talk about it.
It could work. It could work absolutely. Because I mean, you have the ambiguity and the mystery there, to where they can essentially be anywhere at any time, right? And the fan base is international, so you want to serve and like satisfy your full fan base. Could be pretty cool. Some good headlines from it for sure.
No, does it matter that Avicii's not touring anymore?
That was about to be my. I feel like sometimes, you know, as you go out and you buy these albums and you buy these singles, you're invested within these artists, and I feel like kind of it's a slap in the face as a fan, where you don't want to get on the road and you don't want to see him.
I still kind of want to see him.
Yeah.
If you go to a club, you're still hearing his music.
Yeah, but
he's
totally
still making
different.
music.
But it's different. Like you got into the music industry, you know, touring is part of it, and then you just want to cancel it out of nowhere. I feel like I don't like that. And he's so young.
Touring for DJs is a little bit different than touring as a band or as a pop star because, you know, you're doing like festivals, you're doing a lot of these clubs, you're touring pretty much almost every day of the year.
And you're all over the world.
And you're all over the world. So, but I feel like maybe, like, what if you did like a smaller?
But
Yeah,
the thing
that's what I'm
is,
saying.
in the music world, never doesn't mean, you know, ever
True.
doesn't mean never, whatever. So I think at some point he will return to the road, but he's still making music.
I thank God. I
We got
love
six,
it. Thank you,
six
Tim.
new songs from
Yeah.
Avicii.
Like, thank you.
Up next, Lights. Who are Lights? What is Lights? Lights is a Canadian singer-songwriter. In 2009, she won Best New Artist at the Juno Awards. Think of the Juno Awards as the Canadian version of the Grammy Awards.
Okay.
So she has a new album coming out called Skin and Earth this fall, and it's being rolled out simultaneously with a series of comic books.
Which is
So if you are
Yeah.
a music lover and a comic book nerd, Lights is right down your alley. And if you comic book nerds?
She is.
Yeah.
She loves
Yeah.
that.
Clearly
I
she
know.
is, yeah.
She has a lot of really cool tattoos that
Yeah.
are comics, and I think she's into anime too. And I love her voice. She has a really nice voice.
I
Nerd-
like this. This is called Giants, right?
Current
Yeah.
singles Giants.
I like the song because it sounds like 4 different songs in one. Like in the beginning, it's very slow tempo, and then it kind of goes up, then it
Yeah.
goes down. Like I really like Giants. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I like that there's some effort behind this.
Yeah.
She's not just making
No.
music, there's also a comic book.
Yeah.
It's
There's a
a complete
storyline.
package, right? Yeah.
It's a concept album.
Yeah.
So Skin and Earth from Lights out this fall. And that brings us to
Uh-oh.
our freshest pick. I wish we had a DJ up here who could
right.
like spin in a
Where's
sound
the
effect.
beach? Where's the beach?
So this week's freshest pick on Fresh Pick Mondays, presented by Nuvea Snacks, is Miley Cyrus. Her brand new album, Younger Now, comes out on September 29th. I open it up to all of you.
A week after she performs at the iHeartRadio.
That's right.
Yes.
Plug.
No, but that's
With her sister
Yeah.
Noah.
that's an incredible
Right.
festival though, because you've
Yeah.
got Kesha and Miley Cyrus
It's a
performing.
great lineup so far. Yeah, yeah.
All right, Miley Cyrus, go, Nicole.
I'm really curious to hear the rest of the songs on the album because so far we've only heard Malibu and Inspiration.
Inspired. Yeah.
Inspired, yes, Inspired. And only a live version, really. I don't think I've
Right.
heard the studio version.
You can't download Inspired right now.
No.
Right.
So, and I mean, this follows Miley Cyrus and her dead pets, and also bangers.
Well, people say Miley Cyrus hasn't put out a studio album since 2015, but I don't consider Dead Pets a true
I
studio
don't
album.
consider that
It's
a
more of like
true
a
studio-
mixtape.
Yeah.
And she gave that away free to her
Right,
fans.
because remember
Yeah.
when she hosted the 2015 MTV Video Music Awards, and at the end she said, "Go get my album, it's free now, Dead Pets."
Yeah.
So I think of her last true studio album as
Bangers.
being Bangers
Me
in
too.
2013.
Me too. And this, I mean, both albums are very different, and what she's doing now is very different. So I'm really curious to hear what that sounds like. What do you sound like now, Miley?
Yeah.
I mean, I love your voice.
Did you
and-
guys like Bangers?
I was about to say I actually did like Bangers. That
What
whole
was,
era.
what was the first single off that when she's in the
we
swimming
liked
pool?
it.
It was the
It's
first
our
one.
party and we want. It's our. What is that
See,
song called?
this is where we need like.
This is
It's
great.
not Wrecking
This is where I
Ball.
need Google. No, it's not
No,
Wrecking Ball,
not
but it's like I
Wrecking
remember
Ball.
there was like the tuned down voice, and
Wow,
she's in the
that's
swimming
that's
pool,
gonna be
and
in my
she's
mind all day. Wow.
putting toasted cheese on people.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's my party, and
Yeah,
see.
something like
remember.
that.
No.
But one thing I like
Good on
about
the
Miley,
spot.
Miley can actually
Can't stop or
really
won't
sing.
stop.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Can't
can't stop, and we won't
yeah, there we
stop.
go.
Yeah,
It
you're
just
good.
came to
Yeah.
me. It
Good
just
job.
came
why we
to
have
me.
Nicole here.
Let's go.
That's my job.
So you like bangers?
I do, and Miley can really sing. So I feel like, you know, yeah, I'm curious to see how this is gonna sound because it's totally different from bangers from Malibu, from the first single. But you know, personally, what she does, it's okay. But musically, I think I'm excited for this.
I think
I think she's in a good
I think
place
she's
Yeah.
toning down the personal
Yeah.
stuff
Yeah.
these days.
She
But
seems like she's in a
I
really
can't
good
forget the
place.
past.
Yeah, I would rather her. Let's see what she does with this upcoming project because I do not want her in trap. I do not want her trying to mimic or create a lane within hip hop and that culture.
Okay.
I feel
So
like
what do
maybe-
you want from Miley then?
True
You like
Miley.
a stripped down?
True Miley. Whoever Miley Cyrus is.
What if True Miley's trap music Miley?
not.
It's not? Did you
It's
talk
not.
to her? You know that, Cyrus?
That was a mask. That was temporary. That was a moment in time, and she pulled it off. And so let's see what she does now.
Really?
I feel like maybe she's been trying to find her sound.
Yeah.
And you know, I think that now she's older, she's more mature, and she's in a good place, it seems like, personally. So I feel like this album could be really reflective of
She has
her.
the
I
talent.
feel-
She
no,
has
I
the
feel
talent
like
to make
she's-
authentic music.
She's a legit artist now.
Yeah, she has a talent. It's there.
And that'll do it for us.
No.
So let
That's
us
it?
know what
That's
you
it?
think.
Oh, man.
Once again, tweet or comment on Facebook. Use the hashtag Fresh Pick Mondays. This was our comeback episode. Kesha's back.
Yeah, true.
Avicii's
Pink.
back.
Pink's
Avicii's
back.
back.
Avicii's back.
Yeah.
Miley's coming back.
Yeah.
Camila left Fifth Harmony. Now she's back.
Yeah.
And next time on Fresh
Quavo's
Pick Mondays,
back.
presented by Nuvea Snacks, Ellie Lee comes back.
Hey.
Yeah.
Jim,
So
the man.
for Cyrus Aaron, Nicole Mastro Giannis, and Trey White, my name is Jim Shear, and we will see Yins later.
Bye.
Peace.
For more, search Fresh Pick Mondays in the iHeartRadio app or on iHeartRadio.com, your #1 choice for new music discovery.